This is Darth Maul's lightsaber, my first install. Hello Saber fans, it's Tony here from Ronin Sabers, and today I'm reviewing my Darth Maul lightsaber installation. Now this is a Korbanth DM1, and originally it comes with both staffs if you order it that way, but I got this one half on a Black Friday sale. And so it came empty, no electronics on the inside, it came with static buttons, it came with, just all the pieces and stuff. I put the O-rings on it, I painted it so it's more accurate. Now I decided to do just the half because I wanted this Maul lightsaber to be representation of what Maul's lightsaber was during the Clone Wars. And so these buttons are static. I've got the main and the auxiliary right here. I've had some trouble with the buttons because the hilt does not have a very good button system, so I'm still kind of perfecting that for later builds. So we'll go into the specs of this thing. So this is a Profi board installed lightsaber with Neopixel connectors, 18650 lithium battery, and a 28mm base speaker. Now with Shtok's Neopixel connectors, you have the shine through with the 5 pixels that you wouldn't normally have on a normal Neopixel connector. So the normal Neopixel connector has 7 of them, and it has no Neopixel, no LEDs on it, so you'd have to put and build a blade plug that has Neopixel in it. So with this build, it's a basic build, nothing too fancy. I've 3D printed the chassis on my own, and so you can see the USB and the SD card, the recharge port, and the 28mm base speaker. So I had to sand the chassis down a bit, but overall a very good saber. With my first installation as well, I went to drill a retention screw, and it was very thin metal up on the top of the hilt, so it's actually just a random hole now, so I need to drill another retention screw for it. And that was just a problem I ran into because, again, being my first install. So now we're getting into the fonts. So since this was my test saber, my first build, I decided to get as many fonts as I can on it and as many blade styles as I can. So I decided at first to go with Darth Maul's fonts and go chronology from there. So it starts with Phantom Menace by Project No, which is a font maker. And then we have Kyberphonic's Menace. We have Savage, which is also by Kyberphonic. I mixed Project No and did a boot sound, so it's the battle between Maul, Savage, and the Emperor during Season 5. And so it kind of mimics that thing. I made force effects for that lightsaber, as well as the track for that lightsaber. We also have a Dark Sword on here when he claims the Dark Sword and fights Pre Vizsla. I have him through Rebels and Solo, as well as I have tons of random fonts, Kyberphonic's Unstable V2, some Obi-Wan fonts on there, but those I won't go into. I'll go into specifically for just the boot sounds and go through about 6 of them. So we have the Phantom Menace one.
At last we will have our revenge.
The Clone Wars one.
I have been waiting.
Savage.
I claim this sword.
The Dark Sword.
And my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Which, when this video comes out, Kyberphonic has already made the V2 of his font for this, so I definitely go check that out. But this is just the V1 for this font.
You have become a rival.
So this is the one I made a custom boot sound for and track, so I'll go into this one. So it's a basic font for Project No, so it's his Phantom playlist, but I added in that boot sound, and I added in this track. As well as force effects.
There is no mercy.
So that was a fun thing for me to kind of clip that audio and to add those features too. Then we have
Every choice you have made has led you to this.
So this is also Project No's font, but I added in a Season 7 quote from that came from Kyberphonic's Commando Tano package. And so that's what this is from. I also added the track to this from the Season 7 finale. So this one also has force effects that came with Commander Tano.
Is the key to everything.
So yeah, that was a fun one to add. So then after this one, it should be Solo. And then Rebels.
Kenobi!
It has a lot of other tons of fonts on there, but I won't go into those because those aren't Maul oriented. So what I do usually when I do a commission is I first off, if the customer has a request about a font or this and that, I will do that. But usually I try to mimic whatever the saber is. So if this is a Darth Maul hilt, I'll try to do Darth Maul's progression through that. So like Ben Kenobi's lightsaber, I'll go through, say, episode 3 all the way up to Ben Kenobi or Return of the Jedi, because this is actually a used prop in Return of the Jedi. So that's what you can expect when you do installs from me is font-specific customization and boot sounds as well. Let's go to the blade.
At last we will have our revenge.
So this is the Phantom by Project No. So this has smooth swing because it's Profi. And so smooth swing is when it adjusts to the speed of the swing. Now it also has accent swings. Got flashes. We have blast fades. I guess blast disperse. Lock up. So this is responsive to the angle of the blade. It's more realistic. You have color changing. Oh, lightning block. It's also responsive. And you have color changing. So if you rotate the hilt, you can change to whatever color you want. Let's say if Darth Maul was a Jedi. And then you lock it in by tapping the power button again. And then, got it. Kyberphonics version. Now this one has a responsive color, so it'll change to a lighter red as you swing it versus just the red. And the blasters are blast fade, also responsive. That's Savage.
I claim this sword, and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Naturally, we have the Dark Sword. So with Vader's, we have a responsive swing as well, but it goes full white. Which I thought would be more traditional for Vader. But
Korriban is ours again.
So there's a custom boot sound I have on this one. It's actually Kyberphonics Unstable V1, but I thought you guys would like the animation. Also has the blast fade. And now... And now we have the party style, which I include in most of my commissions. It's basically a Vader font, but I put a rainbow blade on it, and a track. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll carry on with the review. Alright guys, that's it for my Darth Maul lightsaber review. Please like, comment any questions you have about the build or the fonts. Please share with friends, family, anybody who likes Star Wars. Since this is a channel that just started, it'd help a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. Commissions are open, and those builds will premiere here on the channel, just like this one. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.